Shalom, shalom. Okay. Shalom, shalom. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm gonna just do the best that I can. Lord willing, you can. Lord willing, you can. Let me actually see if I can try to see if I can see if you guys can hear me. Hold on. Gotta make sure. Cause it'd be crazy we get in there and then y'all don't hear me. 716. Okay, I hear. So again, shalom, 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 shalom. It's a beautiful day. A beautiful day to, talk about the Lord. A beautiful day, to teach the downfall and the rising of the elect and the coming of Hamashiach Yahawashi. But before I say anything, before we go into any scriptures, let's give all praises to the one true power who truly deserves it. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakwadash. For the ones that's new to the channel, Yahawah is the Most High God, and Yahawashi is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in Paleo Hebrew. The double honors to the elder apostles, the elder prophets, the elder bishops who rule well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, the Most High to continue to put on the Spirit to endure and be sincere. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Aquathium that are believers in His word. Lord willing, they can continue to pursue in their life, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. So, the topic I'm going to go into is the elect is the first fruits and the firstborn of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. They're going to be the first ones to get it. They're going to be the first ones to rise up for the Lord, you know? Because doesn't the Lord say, who will stand up for me against the evildoers? So like, yeah, something. Hold on, I want to get that verse. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? This is a question. And or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Lord Yahawah had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. You know, the Lord is asking us two questions. Who is going to rise up for him against the evildoers, and who's going to stand up against the workers of iniquity? You know, it's going to be the elect. It's going to be the first fruits of his ministry. They're going to be the first ones to rise up against the evildoers and the people of iniquity, man. They're going to stand bold against the wicked, right? So let's get these precepts I had note-wise. I'm gonna read this. There's a few of them. I'm gonna go into different translations because at work, I wanted to get the point. So first, I'm gonna read Exodus chapter 13, verse 1 in the KJV. It says, "And the Lord Yahawah spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both man and of beast, it is mine." Reading the NLT, Exodus 13:1, and the Lord Yahawah said to Moses, Dedicate all the firstborn males to me, for every firstborn male Israelite and every firstborn male animal belongs to me, right? The firstborn child of a mother, the firstborn son, that child belongs to Yahawashi Yahawashi. The child should be dedicated. This is why it's important for the sons. But now look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a firstborn out my mom. I'm the when we talking about boys, I'm the second. You know, I'm the firstborn son out of from my dad. If we was to be technical that way. But we talking about the firstborn of Yahawashi. You know, that's what it's about. It's about the firstborn of Yahawashi. The first ones that's gonna get this ministry. The first one that's going to endure to the end. The first one that's gonna be hungry and thirsty for righteousness, right? Now, let me get this other one before I go crazy precepting. We can go to First Samuel, the first chapter, and I'm gonna read these verses just like I did the last one, the KJV, and then the NLT. I think I want to start up a little more. Let me see what she had. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I'll start at 23. Okay, when I read it in the GNT, I'll only read 27 and 28. But this is what it says: First Samuel chapter 1, verse 23. And before I go in, this goes into Hannah. Her womb was closed, and she started afflicting herself by fasting because she couldn't have a child. So she started calling on the Lord, fasting and praying, and for her to dedicate herself, the Lord heard her plea, and the Lord blessed her with a son. And so what she did is she dedicated Samuel, which was a good prophet in the eyes of Yahawah Shai. So he dedicated his life to the Lord, right? So this First Samuel chapter 1, verse 23. And Elkanah, her husband, said unto her, do what seemeth thee good, tarry until thou have weaned him. Only the Lord Yahawah established his word. So the woman abode and gave her son suck until she weaned him. And when she had weaned him, she took him up with her, with 3 bullocks and 1 ephah of flour and a bottle of wine, and brought him into the house of the Lord Yahawah in Shiloh. And the child was young, and they slew a bullock, and brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by thee here, praying unto the Lord Yahawah for this child I prayed, and the Lord Yahawah hath given me my petition, which I asked of him, right? Because her petition, she wanted a child. Therefore also I have lent him to the Lord Yahawah. As long as he liveth, he shall be lent to the Lord Yahawah. And he worshiped the Lord Yahawah there. Now let's read that in the GNT, get straight to the point. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 27. It says, I asked him for this child, and he gave me what I asked for. So I am dedicating him to the Lord Yahawah. As long as he liveth, he will belong to the Lord Yahawah. Then they worship the Lord Yahawah there, right? Now, me really talking about the firstborn, it was really just talking about the elect is dedicated to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's going to be a natural effect. Yes, we have to be re-woken up, because when we come from our mother's womb, you have to think about that curse. Most of the elect, I don't know who they are, but a lot of them don't have a mother and father that's teaching them the ways, like Susanna, or teaching them like Moses. A lot of us have to grow another way. The Lord is guiding us to the men of the Lord. He might guide you to the unicorn, right? Or you might just be walking down the street and you might see him. You might be on Facebook. The Lord is guiding us to the men of the Lord. Maybe some men might not even fully be like where the Lord want them to be, but the Lord trust you to get edified, for you to get edified by them. Man's going to the Lord. So whoever you around, whoever you teaching with, the Lord made your congregation. And he probably put brothers in this thing before you just to get things established. So when that time that you ready in your heart, the Lord is going to draw you to them somehow, some way, you know. And we're going to be dedicated. This is why I like using Great Millstone, because outside of what I was seeing when I came in, I wasn't watching everybody like in the way of doing sit downs, videos every day. I seen them being scheduled every 4 days, every 3 days. But seeing Great Millstone, they're dedicated every day, every day. You know, they're dedicated every day, doing videos, screen recording, lives. His brothers I know that do camp every day. Elder Kawaj, that man do camp damn near every day. Edification daily. Them brothers is edifying daily, man. And that's the whole point of this lesson. The elect is going to be dedicated to Yahawah Shemal Shai, and that's the sign that they are the first fruits, right? They're the first fruits to get this, man, right? Let's go to another one. I'm gonna read this in the KJV and the NLT. It's I think yeah, the NLT, because it was a certain. I was trying to catch the words, seeing if it was gonna say dedicated, because that's the whole point of this, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 20 to 23 in the KJV. But now is Hamashiach risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Hamashiach shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order, Hamashiach the first fruits, afterward they that are Hamashiach at his coming. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. Right? Now let's read in the NLT. Again, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, starting at reading verse 20. It says, but in fact, Hamashiach has been raised from the dead. He is the first of the great harvest of all who have died. Right? This is about a harvest. You know? It says, so you see, just as death came into the world through a man, now the resurrection from the dead has begun through another man. Just as everyone dies because we all belong to Adam, everyone who belongs to Hamashiach will be given new life. Right? That's that corruptible body. You know? Um, yeah, that's where I want to go. I want to just go to the point. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahawashi and Mashiach, by the will of the Most High, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Hamashiach Yahawashi, grace be to you and peace. For God our Father and from the Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach, because first, saints and the faithful, they go hand in hand with the elect. You know, it's not no such thing as the Lord calling the 2/3 faithful. Nah, because you got to know what it says. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 4: the unfaithful shall die in his unfaithfulness. Right. Verse 3, it says, blessed be the Most High and Father of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him and in love. Hold on. Sidebar. Oh, yeah, y'all can go through. Sidebar. Sidebar. This is a sidebar, right? Because it said, blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, who have blessed us with all the spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. St. John chapter 3 verse 18. The love that the elect is going to bring is going to be an action, deed, and truth. The Lord said, actually, let's go get that too. St. John, the fourth chapter, I think 23, 24. Yeah, yeah, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. Everybody is not going to be moving in the spirit serving the Lord. You know, only the true worshipers is the elect that's going to serve and worship the Lord in spirit and in spirit and in truth. And what is that truth? It's the word, and that word is Yahawashi. So the elect is all about Yahawashi. The two, how can the 2/3 be about Yahawashi if they're gonna be destroyed? This is supposed to motivate you to see, like, man, I was called to do this. Now we're not making ourselves of that number until that time come. But you gotta call a spade a spade. You see yourself in this ministry, this should be your drive to keep pressing towards the mark. Make your creator happy, you know, because he put you in the best flowing thing on the earth, which is this ministry, you know, which is this gospel, which is this truth, which is this power, you know, teaching of this power. The elect is excited. The elect jump for joy. The elect is ready to serve the Lord. The elect is ready to die. The elect is tired of this fucking place, you know. Even more, to the other note, I was gonna go into guerrilla Hebrew, you know, and other things that you see. The elect is not think like they're not mixing the ministry with business, like trying to promote business for the truth. You can sell, get your money, but do it separate. Brothers is mixing that, talking about $500 a month for a life coach. Like what? We're promoting it on the same access that you do for camp. It's better that you do that separate. I'm just saying, the elect ain't doing that. If Matthew left from being a publican and got up to follow Hamashiach Yahawashi, you know, yeah, you see Ananias and Peter about to go buy property, uh, but still, you don't mix the ministry with business or money or trying to build, trying to get prosperity. The elect ain't moving on that. You know, they boast on Bahasham Yahawashi. They're moving in the vibration of Bahasham Yahawashi. Those are the true worshipers. Verse 24, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. Now the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is that spirit. Where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, freedom. That's why our actions, that's why we boast about Yahawashi. People be like, oh, so you just free to do whatever you want? No, we established the law, you know? It's about faith. It's about Yahawashi. And if the spirit is in you, you're gonna abstain from all appearances of evil. Like that, it blows people's mind when you start speaking on Yahawashi. Yahawashi had to come because the elect. Yahawashi know us better than we know ourselves. Like Job, he thought he knew himself better than the Lord. You know, the Lord understand that this flesh, you're gonna keep falling into sin. So killing a damn goat wasn't gonna make it. So the Lord got a perfect sacrifice, which was Hamashiach Yahawashi. Right? 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 17. Now unto the King, eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen. Salaki family. I was really trying to get actually, yeah, let me get that one. This is another one, because sideways. The elect, the elect go 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. You examine yourself to see if you in the faith. This is Psalms chapter 66, verse 18. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not hear me, man. So if you regard, right? Let me go to that. In the NLT, it says, if I had not confessed the sin in my heart, the Lord, Yahawah Shai, would not have listened to me. Right? The two-thirds is not confessing their sins. They're not hating the old man. Because they're still, that's the whole point of talking about the Lord. That's the whole point about having a relationship with the Lord, is where you cut down the old man. You know? When the Shabbat come, niggas is getting in line, they're preparing themselves for the Shabbat. You know? When it comes to Passover, more people would be talking about Passover. When it comes to this BET, sexy red, yeah, I listen to worldly music too. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna be a product of the problem. You ain't gonna be twerking out in the street. You ain't gonna be a girl that's in the truth and not the truth, shaking that ass. Especially if you say you have a relationship with the Lord. You know, this whole walk is about Yahawah Shema Shai increasing and we decreasing. This is about Him increasing in us and we decreasing, right? And that's why the elect is definitely gonna, they're gonna definitely rebuke them. They're gonna rebuke sin. They're gonna rebuke wickedness because they know the more that we do these things, it makes us far from Yahawah Shema Shai. You know, you ain't the elect no more if you doing this shit. But yes, the elect through the flesh, we're gonna fall. You know, a wise man falls 7 times, but guess what? If he gets back up, only the elect is getting back up. Each time the elect is coming back because the Lord left a remnant. They're always coming back to the Lord. Man. So again, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3, blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Mashiach, according as He have chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love. That's why the elders always speak on this truth needs to be blameless, and only the elect is going to make it blameless. And this is another thing. This is why when like if a brother make a mistake, they go fix it. If you make a mistake and you just chill, you ain't trying to correct it, and then you correct it, and then you go back and then do it, and you do something else, right on camera, and then you don't rebuke it. Because guess what? Now it's about to get blamed from other people. Why, oh, this and this and that, this and this and that. But guess what? That's still not about to stop the elect. The elect is hungry for the truth, you know, because they're predestined. You know, all of these other things is entertainment and side gestures. It's not going to stop who was predestined to get this, who was ordained to get it from the beginning. Verse 5, it says, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahawashi and Mashiach to Himself. The adoption. When you go to Romans chapter 9, verse 4, the adoption is Mashiach Yahawashi, right? According to the good pleasure of His will. You know, we must do the will of Yahawashi. First, starting with the teachers that He called. You know, teach this word. Be instant in season, out of season, and make sure you teach it in the uttermost part of the earth. You know, preach the word throughout the earth. This word has to be preached 4 corners of the earth. And guess what? The Lord put it on Esau dumb self to make, you know, social media and all these outlets. Now you can just be sitting at home. I'm at the water and just do a whole video, post it. Somebody gonna watch it, even if nobody watching now or somebody watching later. You know, the Lord is gonna move it around. But at the end of the day, you got some that might, oh yeah, I watched the video, but did you take something from it? Is you marinating on something? Some people be, oh, that was a good lesson, and then you just lost. You ain't even thinking about one thing that was said. I'm meditating on the children, the elect that is dedicated to the Lord. Even if I get done with this, you know, the dedication is if I take a nap or if I don't, well, what am I going to be doing? And it's either the Lord put it in me to be dedicated. I'm not the best. But if I see myself watching a video, if I see myself getting notes, if I see myself reading, I'm only think about being dedicated. You know, you have to put your heart wherever your heart is. That's where your treasure is. My treasure is Yahawah Shema Shai, right? Verse 7 it says, "In whom we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the richness of His grace, wherein He hath abound towards us in all wisdom and prudence." Right? You got to think through these scriptures. We have all wisdom. That's a second note. Why do we need a life coach? Let alone you go in the scriptures, Yahawashi is our counselor. That's why they send the Rakak Wadash. The Lord says in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9, those that trust in him shall understand the truth. Right? You having life problems, the Lord can get it for you. Verse 9, having made known unto us the mystery of his will according to his good pleasure, which he hath uh, proposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in a Mashiach, both which are in heaven and which are on the earth, even in him. He's talking about the elect, the one that died for him, and the ones that's still walking in this. Let's get the one with people getting beamed up, right? It's First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. I want to make sure. Okay, yeah. Let me read the first verse. I'm gonna read it in NLT. This is First Thessalonians 4:1. Finally, dear brothers and sisters, right? Who is he talking to? This is Paul's writings. When we go to Romans, when he say brethren, he's talking to his kindred. He's talking to Israelites, right? It says, we urge you in the name of the Lord Yahawashi, Hamashiach, to live in a way that pleases God. Second, if we go to other verses, especially in you got Second Ezra chapter 3, verse 34 down. The Lord's name was only given to Israel. Only Israel as a nation been saying Yahawashi name. So why will Paul be telling a whole nother nation that's not Israelite? I don't care if they Gentiles, dispersed, foreigners, whatever they're not Israelites by blood, DNA at all. Why would he tell them, we urge you in the name of the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach to live in a way that please God? If the other nations never had the law, Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20, 2nd Ezra chapter 3, verse 34 to the last verse. No other, as a nation, no nation kept the law, statutes, commandments, kept the precepts of the Lord. Individuals did because they were under servitude, but as a nation, nobody has. So why would Paul turn around and go talk to a whole nother nation who can't even, when you even look at the adoption, it's coming to Yahawashi. Yahawashi is an Israelite, and he comes in the order of the Most High. You think he coming with a new story? It's because we want to take matters in our own hand, but we don't want to use the men that the Most High already planted in front of us to guide us in these scriptures, right? So again, finally, dear brothers and sisters, we urge you in the name of the Lord Yahawashi to live in a way that pleases the Most High, as we have taught you. You live this way already, and we encourage you to do so even more, right? So going down, because it's not saying, I don't see Israelites, right? Because I know people, oh, it's not saying Israelites, so how do you know that that's talking about them? Because this is Paul's letter, and when we go through different ones, he's still talking to the same people. This is First Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 14. For since we believe that Yahawashi died and raised to life again, so who is the ones that believed that Yahawashi rise? Only Israelites. Israelites, right? It says, we also believe that when Yahawashi returns, the Most High will bring back with him the believers who have died, right? When we look at Acts chapter 1, verse 18, didn't he not tell his apostles, his disciples, you're going to be witness for me in Judea, Jerusalem, Samaria, and the uttermost part of the earth? So whoever is the witnesses can go into somebody that martyred, that died for the ministry, or somebody that had a record or a testimony of Hamashiach Yahawashi. Only Israelites died for Yahawashi Yahawashi, right? 15, it says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are dead. So the ones that died in the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, we're not going to prevent them, you know, because even if they died in the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, they're gonna be on a chariot with the arrival of Yahawashi. They're going to be in that chariot, you know, and even the ones that's dead in the grave, or the ones that's getting put in the casket and not, in the grave yet, those are going to be in the chariot too because they believed, right? 16 it says, for the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead and Hamashiach shall rise first, right? So the dead and Hamashiach Yahawashi is going to rise first for their lot, for their reward, right? 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord, right? And the ones that's living, that's still gonna be on here walking on this earth while Jacob trouble, the MOTB being pushed, they're gonna be on the earth, man, going through it. But they're gonna be eating while other people stressing. The Lord is gonna provide for the elect that's still living. Somebody got to pay the bill. Some people got to get martyred on this side. Some people gonna have to die for this faith. Lord willing, we of that number, dying for this or living all the way through it. Somebody has to, somebody has to get that bill, and it's only the elect of Israel, you know, because they're dedicated, right? Do I want more on that Ephesians? Wait. Okay. I might go back to it. I might not. I don't know. Uh, Salaki family, please forgive me. Please forgive me. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. It's very plain. Only the elect on this side is going to strive until death. We already seen Paul and them do it. Until I go see him, okay, he's of that. But if they was called to do this, Paul was supposed to suffer, and he's of that number. Peter is of that number. So whoever is here now, them apostles and the prophets is back on the earth. What are they doing? They're serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They're striving in this truth until death. You know? Maybe nothing crazy has happened. Some brothers did go to jail. Some brothers is getting mocked, they getting shot at. But it's gonna get real, because when you go to Second Ezra, let me see if I can get that. Yeah, I might have to go over here. Yeah, I might have to. Forget it. This Second Ezra, chapter 16, and I'm trying to go straight to the point. Then I'm gonna start at verse 72. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the furnace." No other nation is getting tried. Only Israelites is gonna get tried. Only Israelites are going to be refined. Right now, we're getting refined. Basically, we're getting renewed right now. You're tried right now. When you started coming to this knowledge, as soon as you start understanding, you started getting tried. When you start telling your girl, start telling your father, start telling your homies, your job, and when you teaching this word, you get tried on people that know you, they come against you. This walk is a movement, you know. If we not in this walk, we dead. To be honest, the elect is called for a purpose, right? 74, it says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahawah Shemashai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." Right? And this brings us back to Romans, what I was bringing out on my page, Romans the 11th chapter, and we're going to go down to the point. Where did I stop at? We start at 5. It says, even so, then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then is it no more of works? Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of work, then is it no more grace? Otherwise, work is no more work. Right? In the NLT, since it is through the Most High's kindness, then it is not by their good works. For in that case, the Most High grace would not be what it really is, free and undeserved. Right? Because it's all by grace, and it's not about the works. It's about your faith. Faith of a mustard seed, but your faith is gonna draw you to move. Some people can't get that, because when you talk about faith, let me put it in human terms. You want to go out of town, and the only way you going is by an airplane. I got to go to Texas. Is you driving? No, I'm getting on the airplane. You get on that airplane, and you make it. Oh, family, I made it to Texas. You just had human faith. Do you know that pilot? No, you don't. The bus driver, you don't know them either. Hey, you smoke weed, and some of, oh man, my drug dealer, he's not around. Then you go to this other dude. That's human faith. When we talk about faith in Yahawashi, is beyond this human reality. Faith. You believe that when you leave your house every day, the Lord is covering you. It's real faith. Sometimes something can happen, and then I get done, and somebody call me, and they can either say something that I brought out, they can say something that I'm thinking in my head, and like, wait, what? Oh, that's the Spirit. Or my daughter can say something out of nowhere, like we just chilling, and a light beam or something. Oh, that's Yahawashi. You 3 years old, you can't even spell none of that. That has to be a spirit. Faith is just a thing this flesh can't even handle, can't fathom. Verse 7, it says, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Because a lot of people that seeking it, is some people try to seek to contradict it. But the election, they're not trying to go read the scripture to contradict it or to have doubt in their heart before they even go in it. They're coming with, not I'm saying are open-minded, but they're coming with the notion of wanting to learn. Coming with the notion, I have a question. Who is this? And why we see in the scriptures when Paul re-explained, oh, this man was killing Christians. And he explained what he was doing. And then he'll say, the Lord blinded me. And he said, while I was persecuting the church, Yahawashi taught this man. How did he change his thought process and the way that he moved and come so far is because Yahawashi gave him the understanding. What about the eunuch in Acts, the 8th chapter? He's reading Isaiah, but don't even know the other hand, the spirit that's on Philip, because he's an apostle. The spirit told him to move. He moved automatically, and the spirit told him to go to this chariot, talk to the eunuch, and see the eunuch reading Isaiah. And he broke it down to him. The spirit just naturally, with faith, you move. Just like what people say, if you have faith like a mustard seed, you'll move a mountain. With faith, you'll rehearse the righteous acts. With faith, you'll do the law to the best of your ability. With faith, you'll do well with your wife according to knowledge. Better yet, with faith, you'll be the example day in and day out. With faith, if you go off and a brother corrects you with faith, because believing in Yahawashi, you don't want to be wrong, right? Let Yahawashi be true, and let every man be a liar. With faith, you want Yahawashi to be true. Right? So again, it says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? The 2/3 was fully blinded. The elect is going to come back. They're going to come back to the arms of Yahawashi. Brother just got to be dedicated. If you ain't dedicated, you ain't getting it. Let me see. Okay, this is Romans chapter 8, verse 28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. What is love? Love is an action. It's a deed and truth. Everybody in the nation of Israel not doing that. Everybody in this world, as all these other foo-foos, they not doing it. Only the elect out of the nation of Israel, black Latinos and natives that look like a speckled bird, they are doing things, to show Yahweh Shem outside they love him. Read it again. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God. Like me and my brothers. We was in this camp. We had our own camp, right? But brothers wasn't feeding us. Then the spirit hit brothers to say, hey, can y'all break this down? Then that didn't work, right? I mean, it did work because we removed ourselves, and then brothers said, hey, Great Millstone got the truth. That was all Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because what he say? And we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God. So the Lord can see in our heart that we love him. We're not the best. We didn't even finish our course yet. But just that little moment, the Lord seen the little dedication of us and said, look, I'm about to get you right, and moved us. I'm just going off of what it says and then what I know. It says to them who are called according to his purpose. Our purpose is that, like, I never thought that I would be doing this. So my purpose was to teach this word. My purpose was to go out to the highways and byways. My purpose was to read and study. Was never doing this in my life. Studying was never doing it. This was my purpose. You know, just like in my life, I wanted women all over the world, but I didn't want them in a relationship status. I just want you to want you. But then you see the purpose. I'm married, man. Even if it's not the official tissue, the marriage can be undefiled because the way that we is and how we came back in this thing. But the Lord blessed me with two lovely ladies. However, this future may bring whatever it's gonna bring. But that's all Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Outside, the Lord gave me gifts. He gave me brothers that's gonna actually be there for me. That's gonna actually correct me instead of just giving up or getting tired or, oh man, we going to camp too much, right? Because they was called for a purpose. I could see my purpose in them because they're pushing themselves to do the same thing. I could see my purpose. I was meant to be a father of discipline. The Lord gave me children, children, children. And then I'm around brothers that got children, children, children. Leading, man. This was my purpose. You got to call a spade a spade. You know, Paul, he was in it. The Lord said, look, this is a chosen vessel and he must suffer for me. Then you see Paul going hard for the ministry because this was his purpose. And your purpose is for the Lord is going to move you to do it, right? Even though you could be pissed off, you can have a terrible day, you can have thoughts in your mind, but it's all Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that moves that thought out your head and have you still go teach that word. 29, it says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, right? The elect is always trying to perfect their image to look like Yahawashi. Yahawashi is the image of the visible Yahawah. The elect is the image of Yahawashi through the Rakak Wadash. Our stature, how we stand, how we move. And that's why it goes that Yahawashi must increase, Yahawah Shemashai must increase, and we must decrease. That's how we know we are a reflection of Yahawashi, right? It says, okay, conform to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. That's the elect, you know? Strive to be the image, the reflection of Yahawashi. You're striving to be the firstborn, the first fruits, right? And who was the first fruits? The ones that was with Yahawashi, helping Yahawashi create everything that you see that was made from things that we don't see. Look, let me say that again. He said, let me say 29 again. He said, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren, brothers and sisters, right? Dang, I had another precept. I remember he foreknew. Oh yeah, there we go. I got it. St. John 15, verse 26 to 27. And this is what it reads. Oh man. It says, but when the comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me, right? And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Wait, what? He said, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. That just lines up, right? For whom he uh, foreknew, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. How he justified is through faith, right? But I gotta get something. He said he also called. Whom he called. Wait. Hold on. St. John 15, verse 15. Henceforth, I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I call you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. And ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. That ordained goes to predestined, predetermined, right? Right? And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it unto you. And the elect of the elect is wearing out the Lord's name. You know, the elect is doing Isaiah 62, verse 6 and 7. We wearing out Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because we was chosen before the foundations of the earth. He said he foreknew us. This is why, like, why your mind is drawing you to read and do this. Yes, you did all that mistakes, but the Lord, he what does it say? He gave charge to his angels to no folly, you know, because now the Lord, not now on this side, we know sin, we know wickedness, we know what the Lord don't like, right? I'm gonna just get a few more, and I'm gonna leave. This is Romans 9:23. It says that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. He prepared the elect already, which he foreknew. He said, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundations of the world. He chose us before he put us in the earth, right? He chose us before he put us in the earth. So we was with him. He knew us by name. Make it make sense, right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 13 and 14. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord Yahawah Shai, because God from the beginning chose you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach Yahawashi. See, because God had from the beginning chosen you to salvation through the sanctification by being cleansed. Now I gotta get this. If he chosen us before, then that means 2nd Ezra 9. It has to be true. 18 and 19, where it says, and now when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even of them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. Right? So, let's say it again. And now when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even for them to dwell that now live, no man spake against me. Right? We didn't speak against the Most High because we was in order. We didn't exist in the flesh world under the sun, but we existed in the spirit world. We was with the power already. You know, verse 19. For then everyone obeyed. Right. So if we didn't exist with the Lord, how did everybody obey? Because the elect, the first fruits. Right? But now the manner of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by the perpetual seed and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves. Right? All the way through Adam, now man died. Now we're gonna sin. Now we're gonna know wickedness. Because of the beginning. But guess what? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. So with Yahawashi, this was all planned. The Lord had the best plan in the world. And Yahawashi, Salaki family, I'm trying to Yahawashi made the Yahawashi made the best ministry for Bahasham Yahawashi, right? And he put the right men. He put the right men. And we not on the bench. The elect is not on the bench. The elect is the forefronters. We don't know, but like this is real. Like we could really be looking at the men, like the real men of the Lord, the real elect, right when we on YouTube, or when we go to camp and we just see them teaching or hearing them, asking them questions. That could probably most likely be the elect. You know, the elect is not flaunting in this place. They're not trying to be prosperous. They're not trying to make the scriptures sound good for people to come in, but knowing that this is wrong. Hell no. I'm gonna read this last one. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 2. Elect according to the foreknowledge of God the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience, in sprinkling of the blood of Yahawashi Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. Right? The elect according to the foreknowledge. Right? So the elect been had this. They had it in the bag. What they say? Um, put it in the bag. The elect already had it in the bag. We already foreknew this knowledge. You know? The crazy, you go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, 9 to 11. You can't remember nothing. You see how the Lord broke us down so we don't know it? Right? The brother Shemi Wilder dropped a verse, Ecclesiastes 7 and 29. Lo, this only that I have found, that God have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. Right, we did. You know, starting with the northern kingdom. You know, and a lot of those inventions took us away from the Lord. And that goes back to he charged his angels to no folly. What happened to Solomon? Solomon said he tried all vanity. You know, and Solomon was Yahawashi. Scripture said he was going to get stripes. You know, but Solomon didn't get beat. He didn't get whipped because that was for Yahawashi to take that. You know, telling you, man, this is fire, man. The elect is coming back to the foreknowledge they already knew. You know, like the title says, the elect is dedicated. Dedicated. You know, dedicated. You know, it's a vibration. And again, the elect is not trying to get money. They're gonna work. They're gonna suffer. But the elect is not trying to make prosperity. They're not trying to play games. They're not trying to teach this truth and flaunt wealth or flaunt things of this world. They're not. The elect is not watching somebody disrespect the truth or make a lie in a breakdown. The elect is going to rebuke that. The elect is going to correct that. Didn't Paul correct Peter? Was that hate? No, that was a rebuke, but brothers want to use that. We have to teach everything in this word because it's the elect purpose to teach everything in the Bible. Everything in the Bible. The elect's supposed to teach everything in the Bible. If all scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High, the elect is teaching it. I'm not going to talk about you two-thirds because you ain't doing shit. The elect is going to teach. The elect have to teach the whole Bible. The elect is going to teach the whole Bible. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. They might be a little rusty, but the elect is going to teach the whole Bible, and they're going to teach 100% truth. Go show me 95% in the Bible. Show me 85%. Show me 75%. You got a whole book in front of you that's 100% Bible right there. Just because Yahawashi stuff is not in there, that still don't mean that it's not 100. That whole thing is 100%. It just needs some sense to it. The elect is dedicated. You should have that on your damn mind because the things that you seeing outside the camera, we see in society, them niggas is not dedicated. That sister not dedicated. That brother not dedicated. You know? Make sure you dedicated for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We put all our needs before the Lord. I be rebuking even if I'm not doing it. It's because you just know the flesh. You know? It's times where I'm about to go out, I'm about to go do my thing. I have to go either read. I gotta do a video. I gotta think about the Lord. Because when you outside, you around people, you touching people that's not serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I want it. I want that reward. But if you ain't dedicated, if you ain't serious about it, how you know you gonna see it? You know? What is the elect doing? They serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They striving for the truth until death, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. To the hopeful elect, man. Like I said, man, my feet is killing me. I gotta go. Shalom, shalom, Yahawah speed.